Hey, what's up guys, and it's Mark Yoon bringing another hopefully exciting video today. And what I got for you today is SOULCALIBUR 6 Update version 2.12 full patch notes, which is a battle adjustment. And there's also fixes for some characters. So I'm going to read this and we're going to look at the official patch notes as we go along with this. And if you guys have any questions, drop them in the comment section down below after we're done. Damage equal the amount of health taken away when attack hits. 1 frame equals 1/60th of a second. Also a unit used to indicate the passage of time in the game. Attack startup equals the time at which an attack's hitbox becomes active. So this is just going over how we're going to read this. When 2 attacks land at the same time, the attack with the higher, more level is effective. When there's a large gap in move levels, the stronger move will hit without interruption. They influence the character's behavior. Their attacks are deflected by guard impact. Attacks with higher move levels have less of an opening after being deflected. The effect amount of guard stamina is chipped away when the opponent gets an attack. Attacks with higher move levels reduce the opponent's guard stamina more. They affect the amount of the character's soul gauge fills when attacking and hitting the opponent. Attacks with higher move levels fill the soul gauge more. The only vertical attacks that can crush an opponent's guard are those move levels that middle or strong. For horizontal attacks, it's only strong. The above points cover in general tendencies of the game. The expectations may be created as part of balance adjustments, e.g. an attack with a move level of strong may become unusable. So here is an update for all the characters. In version 2.12, we fixed issues that negatively affected battle involving the character Haohmaru, so we're getting a hot fix for Haohmaru, and the stage Master Swordsman Cave's Wicked Death. Both newly added in version 2.10. We've also made additional fixes to the things we thought were lacking in the balance adjustments of version 2.02. When adjusting for balanced behavior, we generally do our utmost to avoid making only adjustments that weaken characters in some way. However, to preserve stability in version 2.12, we limited the number of fixes and focused more on the pressing issues, resulting in some of the characters receiving only downgrades. Battle stages. Stage fixed. Master Swordsman's Cave, Wicked Depths. Fixed an issue in which the hitboxes of the stage's floor and the stage's walls slightly different than those in other stages. These changes were made so that opponents who were blown back by an attack in this stage would hit the floor and wall in virtually the same situations as they would do in other stages. Taki Behaviour Adjustment. She got a nerf. During Stalker K plus A, made it possible for the opponent to perform an ukemi when the attack hits them in midair. We made similar changes to this attack as we did in during Wind Roll K in version 2.00. This fix was an issue in which back directional, down directional, forward B is performed immediately after landing an attack in midair, and sometimes very difficult or even impossible to evade. Baldo, he also had a neutral for his facing away, A plus B, which they stabilize the difference in stun between characters when the attack is guarded at any distance, and he received a nerf from facing away, A plus B. Decrease the length of stun attack by 1 frame when the attack is guarded. When this attack is guarded performing during Mantis Crawl and head towards the opponent, K plus B, immediate afterwards would leave the opponent with no option other than guard. We made this adjustment so that the opponent can now use guard impact on this situation, expanding options for both players. Sophitia getting a neutral for lightning attack effects. This adjusted screen effects, darkening and flashing, etc. when lightning attacks were performed, reducing visual impact. These changes are purely cosmetic and do not affect the battle properties of the attacks. Qionghua, she received a nerf for her forward A plus B, decrease the length of the stun by 2 frames when the attack is guarded, reduce the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is guarded, made the attack unusable as a guard crush. This middle horizontal attack has guard impact and deals significant damage when the guard impact is successful. In version 2.02, we made it easier to understand how to counter this attack by adjusting behaviors of the player who guarded the first hit will consecutively guard the second, receiving no damage until that second hit. However, there were still cases in which the attack was difficult to counter, and in which the guard crushing ability of the second hit could be used to the user's advantage. The changes made in this version were done to assign clear risk in using this attack in battle while preserving Qionghwa's ability to deal a great amount of damage when successfully using a guard impact. Basically, they're making it easier for her to be open after that second initial hit so that you can counter or use a critical edge or something like that. Astaroth received a neutral for his forward back A plus G and his back forward A plus G. Adjusted the input window to reduce cases in which entering this attack's input after stepping onto the foreground would result in a different attack. So Astaroth has just a little bit of a balance issue there. Raphael has a neutral behavior adjustment for during quick parade BB. Fix an issue in which opening this attack was mistakenly made too long in version 2.10. Okay, next we are going to move on to Cassandra's fixes. So she also has two neutrals. One is a visual adjustment. Adjusted screen effects, the darkening and flashing for the lightning attack effects, the same as her sister Sophitia. And then Haomaru received quite a bit here. We'll go over. We have 4 neutrals in a row. Lethal hit condition description. The condition to perform a lethal hit was mistranslated in the game. The issue will be fixed in the next update. The incorrect text says, triggers upon hitting an opponent who has not performed a weapon attack for some time. The correct text is, triggers upon hitting an opponent after not attacking with a weapon for a certain amount of time, which is a big difference. He received a few behavior adjustments, one being with max rage forward A plus B plus K, which is his special. Fixed an issue in which hitting the opponent with this attack after they have been KO'd would still decrease their guard stamina. During bare knuckle is B plus K. Fixed an issue when performing this attack after a successful guard impact would sometimes exhibit the behavior of a successful parry, even when the enemy's attack is not parried. Throws. Reduced lower hitbox sizes to fix an issue which a throw would immediately after the opponent stands up would still hit them even though the throw did not appear to make a contact. And we had a nerf for his soul attack. Reduce the distance characters move during in order to reduce the attack abilities to push opponents to the edge of the stage and decrease the amount of guard stamina the attack reduces. He also got another nerf, which is a bigger one, for the Ronin technique canceled from the 12th hit in the soul attack 14/combo, and the combo is as follows on screen. Change the attack property so that it cannot trigger a guard crush, ring out, wall hit, or lethal hit. This change was made to inhibit the excessivity of ring out parries and attack in certain combos and under certain conditions, which is basically when he did his backstep forward slash, which would like just automatically ring people out. So I can understand them wanting to fix that. I just wanted to read these out today because I've noticed a few complaints in the past about just showing them on screen. So I figured I'd give an auditory explanation as well. That way you guys can follow along with it and just follow the characters that you want to follow. Tomorrow's video is going to be one that's going to take a little bit of time to film. That's why I didn't do it today and just did the patch notes instead. And for that video, it was recommended by Nekorogami Salkun, and his comment says they should do a Soul Calibur tag team mode. I'd love to see that. So tomorrow is going to be all about tag team possibilities in a future Soul Calibur iteration. So look forward to that. And then instead of our community video on Friday, I'm going to be doing the community video next Friday instead. We're going to have Metal Raptor's video request, which was perhaps you could do a list of the best bonus weapons and styles from past games that you'd like to see return, as well as those weapons and styles you'd rather forget. So that's going to be our Thursday and Friday video, and next Friday is going to be our other community video that we didn't do this week that I already have finished. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to bring this video to a close. If there's any questions that you have, feel free to let them loose in the comment section down below. Talk to each other and try to respond to each other as well, not just me. And as always, guys, peace. Hey,